exposed. Albert Ojwang's death was not suicidal, pathologists say, after an autopsy revelation. Welcome back to our channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Royal News Updates Media, the channel where you get all your trending politics. Now, there has been a trending developing story of Albert Ojwang, who was taken into custody by DCI moments after he had visited his home and died 24 hours later. This has sparked tension in all social media platforms and Kenya at large after the DCI officials say that Ojwang wanted to conduct suicide, hence the head injuries. Let's listen to the autopsy revelation.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I'm called, I'm a forensic pathologist.
Can you speak louder?
Comrades, high moral, high discipline, high moral, high discipline. I'm called Dr. Bernard Midia. I'm a forensic pathologist working here in Kenya. We know why we were here and what has been happening. And we met here to conduct an autopsy. Here to conduct an autopsy on the late. We were 5 pathologists here with myself as the lead pathologist, and all parties were represented in the process, including IPOA, other human rights organizations, Kenya National High Commission, Human Rights, Kenya Commission on Human Rights, in the Independent Medical Legal Organization, and all important, all interested parties. The family is also here. Now, we are in concurrence with regards to what happened as the cause of death for the late Albert Ojwang. We are sincerely sorry, and we condole with the family and the whole public about what happened. Now, following the autopsy that we've just done for 5 of us, we find that there were serious injuries to the head. There were also features of neck compression. There were also multiple soft tissue injuries that were spread all over the body, including the head also, the neck, upper limbs, and the trunk, and the lower limbs. These are injuries that externally inflicted from external source and are in keeping with assault. Now, upon conclusion, as we don't stop here, we go further to
what we did. You tell for how long did it take?
Well, it's arguable about whether it's sequential, but the time span, it's within a short time. It could be same time, it could be within 1 day, 2 days, or several days, but it's difficult to tell and date them, temporarily, as in times of space.
A follow-up question. As an expert, I know the police gave some unreasonable reason as to why Ojwang died, saying he hit his head on the wall. As an expert and having examined the body, if that were to be the case, what signs would have been consistent with hitting one's head on the wall, and that the signs you've seen today completely dismiss that particular narrative?
Well, when I examine the pattern of the injuries, especially on the head, the bleeds, the hematoma that are found on the head, hitting against a blunt surface, a wall, would have a particular pattern, a frontal bleed. but the bleeds that we found on the scalp, on the skin of the head, was partially spread on all aspects, including the face, the sides of the head, and also the back of the head. When we tie up together with other injuries that are well spread in the body, including the upper limbs and the trunk, then this is unlikely to be self-inflicted injury.
Another question, Ben from Citizen TV. The injuries that were on the arms, were they signs of self-defense? We have found a number of injuries, what I've just mentioned. Maybe because of the audience, I'll not describe them here in more detail. But what I would generally state is that there were signs of struggle within that. There were signs of struggle generally for consumption, but they are well described in the report that we'll deliver for consumption for investigative purposes. Yes. One last one. I know you briefed the family. Is the family satisfied?
Yes, we have all of us. We were 5 pathologists, and often we invite pathologists to represent different parties that are interested in this, and the family is well represented, and we are in agreement as to what I'm speaking here now. We're in concurrence, that's so to speak.
Can we possibly have a family lawyer?
The family lawyer is here, and the president of LSK.
Shocking revelation. So the autopsy reveals he really didn't commit suicide. Rather, it is torture that made the inflicted wounds on Albert's body. Why do you think Albert was brutally murdered while in police custody? Who ordered the murder of Albert? It is a very sad story indeed. We condole with the family. Well, stay tuned to Royal News Updates Media for more news bulletins on Albert Ojwangs' story. Subscribe to Royal News Updates Media, the channel where you get all your trending bulletins. If it's your first time to listen into Royal News, press the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you can be fast to receive the news bulletins once we upload them. JD Ishmaels.